Tupac on an entire new level. Now he's becoming an even bigger threat to them. Clue number 2, framing Tupac. Because of his views, popularity, power, and leadership, the government couldn't afford a person like Tupac to evolve anymore. This is why they framed him for rape. Tupac tells us this very discreetly. Notice how he says, "I've been framed." He was referring to the rape case.
You know, you got a lot of people, fans that's listening to you right now that don't really get a chance to talk to Tupac up and close and personal like we kicked it today. But if there's anything you want people to know about Tupac, what is it you like to say?
Number one, when I diss y'all, meaning diss, I mean like when you come up to me and I'm not giving you the kind of reaction that you think I should be giving you, it's not because I'm ungrateful, it's because I'm nervous, I'm paranoid. I just got out of jail, I've been shot, I've been cheated and lied and framed, and I just don't know how to deal with so many people giving me that much affection. I've never had.
This next video is an interview of Tupac right after he came out of the courtroom. He explains how they don't have any evidence to back up the claims that they have made about the rape.
Hi Tupac, how you doing? Can you tell me how you doing today?
Well, I just had to listen to the prosecution's closing argument, and it was just so far from the truth that it really just has me drained at the end of the day. But I'm leaving it in the hands of the jury. I'm learning a lot about people's innermost fears in this trial, because it's not even about my trial no more. It's just about loud rap music, tattoo having thugs. It's not even about me no more. It's about, you know, some nightmare that these people having.
She was talking about thug life and all that, trying to...
He's definitely guilty. Anybody with thug life tattooed on their stomach is guilty. What type of reasoning is that? You know what I'm saying? We got different backgrounds. We come from two different places. Just because I look different than her doesn't mean that I'm a sodomizer or a raper. They've said it in the... I can't understand why it's this close. They talking about there's no evidence that I ever sodomized her, even though you put that all over the paper. And every time they take a quote out of this courtroom, they take a quote from out of her mouth, which is, you know, the stuff to put me in jail. It's nothing that's been true. I just want print the facts so everybody can sort it out. My life is ruined because nobody has a chance to get the facts.
And the fact is that there was no semen found.
No semen found, no forcible entry, no entry into the anal, no nothing, none of that. You know,
and no fingerprints on the gun.
No fingerprints on the guns, you know what I'm saying? The only time ever there was an act of sodomy, she admitted she did it to me. I should be, you know, putting charges on this girl who sodomized me on the floor of a dance club. Why am I in court? You know what I'm saying? Get my life ripped apart. But I'm here, I'm gonna go through it just to show that I have faith in the American system. But for me to have faith in the American system, these juries and everybody else has to, you know what I'm saying, play the same role and to keep an open mind. I'm already convicted. My whole life has been turned around. I lost every job, I lost everything, every opportunity. I can't get buy cars, can't get rent, can't get none of that. But I'm still a survivor, you know, I'm still coming to court, still smiling, still signing autographs. But soon I'm gonna go crazy.
Someone asked Tupac, why are they trying to tear you down? Tupac reveals himself that it was because he has been loud and exposing all the corruption, then says he didn't know why, didn't know it would be a matter of life and death.
Erasing, what? Come on, man. This is all about my image. This has nothing to do with me. This is all about my image. I'm guilty, even though the only crime I've been convicted of is fighting. Hitting somebody in the face with my fist, ever. Only crime. But I can't even go to Philly, I can't go to Texas, I can't go nowhere. I can't go nowhere, so.
You're maintaining your innocence.
I'm maintaining my innocence. Because I'm loud, I didn't shut up. But I didn't think they was gonna take it this serious. Me keep talking out, I didn't think it was gonna be a matter of life and death.
This was after Tupac got his jail sentence. He was in jail when doing this interview. He explains the lies about the rape case.
I feel like people know I didn't do this. They saying right now, they still say Tupac Shakur rape charge. I'm not convicted of no rape charge. I want to make that real clear. My charge was sexual abuse, forcibly touching the buttocks. That's what they charged me. I'm innocent of that, but that's what I'm in jail for.
Then again, more clear evidence he was referring to the government and the system being the one bringing people like him down.
And we just got to be smarter and sharper, or they're going to start taking away each and every person that steps forward to do anything positive for the community. So that's why you be wondering why everybody want to live a negative lifestyle. It's safer.
What Tupac is saying is that anyone who steps out to do something positive for the world will be taken away. Obviously not everyone, but since Tupac again was at such a high level in popularity, they had to stop him, and by their method of taking Tupac away was framing him for rape and putting him in jail while the rest of the world thinks he is a rapist. This destroys his image and ruins him. Why would anyone want to listen to a rapist? To back up every claim made for this second clue, Tupac says himself that he knows he is a threat to everyone in government and the police in every city, everywhere.
I got the whole world fearing me. You know what I'm saying? At 23, weighing 160 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even started. I haven't even rolled my plan out yet, and they scared. I got the vice president know who I am, the president, every cop in every city. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't even started working out a plan.
And here Tupac is talking about what he would do if the government and police tried to force him to go to jail again for something he didn't do. He says he's going to fight back, which means that no matter what the government does to try to attack and lie about him, to destroy his image, he will stand up to them.
Not only me, but it goes down my family tree. You know what I'm saying? It's in my veins to fight back. And I'm attesting to my niggas is the same way. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to that, that's what happened. You know, you put any dog or any person in the corner, and that's when you get the craziest fights. That's when you get that strongest left jab and that hook and that super cross and all that shit. Knock out, knock out. So whatever it takes.
Tupac, how have you on a personal level survived all the arrests, all the controversial things, all the headlines saying, is this man crazy or not?
By my faith in God, by my faith in the game, and by my faith in all good things come to those that stay true. You know what I'm saying? And it was happening to me for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I was noticing shit. I was punching the right buttons, and it was happening. So it's no problem. You know, I mean, it's a problem, but I'm not finna let them know. I'm finna go straight through, head to the sky, and if they want to give me more, I'll go do more. I'll keep fighting it, you know what I'm saying, until the last time. And if it comes down to me just getting one of my gats and emptying fire, these motherfuckers is a suicide on my way to San Quentin, then that's what it'll be. But I'm hoping that I could do it every other way but that way.
Imagine how bad it would have been for the government to have such a powerful speaker like Tupac, who had reached millions worldwide to join politics. It is obvious to see what Tupac would have tried to change, and those changes aren't in the government interest. Clue number 3, Tupac's brother, Mopreme. Tupac's brother, Mopreme Shakur, was asked in an interview recently the question, who do you think assassinated Tupac? Listen to his answer.
Yeah, but do you have any ideas as who you think assassinated Pac? Any suspicions about anything at all? Because I know a lot of people have their own theories and so forth. But what is Mopreme Shakur's views on who assassinated Pac?
Cops.
Can you expand on that?
Now, some way cops have something to do.
Can you give more detail as to when you say cops?
No, I can't, because if I could, then they'd be in jail.
Yeah. I see.
Definitely interesting, and in no way supports the media side of the story of how it was a random gang drive-by shooting. If anything, this supports the theory that Tupac was killed by the government because the cops are run by the government. He said he cannot explain it any further, then saying cops because he would be in jail. Because explaining it further would give away information on how the government ordered the hit. Cops simply would not set up an assassination on their own free will. It was an order. Clue number 4. Yaki Gaddafi's murder. In my opinion, what I will be showing at this point is exactly how Mopreme isn't allowed to say any information about Tupac's murder because of what happened to Yafi Fele, aka Yaki Gaddafi, who was a part of Tupac's The Outlaws. Yaki was in a car with the rest of the Outlaws driving behind Tupac the night he was shot in Vegas, and was said to have seen the driver and could possibly share some information about Tupac's murder. Then 2 months later, he was murdered with a bullet to the brain.
And a member of Tupac Shakur's entourage, a witness to the shooting that left the rapper mortally wounded, has himself been killed. The murder on Sunday is further complicating an investigation already hindered by uncooperative witnesses. UPN's Sue Keenan has the story.
He was a rapper who toured with Tupac Shakur. 19-year-old Yafeu Fula was shot in the head early Sunday morning on the 3rd floor of the housing project where he was visiting his girlfriend. she found him slumped on the hallway floor, said he'd made a joke as he answered the door.
He said, yeah, what if it's somebody coming to kill me? And we all started laughing, like, just get the door. And then he came and opened, and came to the door.
And then you heard the gunshot.
Yacht and Pac's murders are both unsolved to this day. Coincidence? Or was it because Yaki was going to expose the information about what he knew to the world about Tupac's murder and was assassinated to get him out of the way? This is an interview with Brent Becker, who is part of the Las Vegas Metro Police. He was involved in Tupac's murder case. He explains everything that happened with Yaki Gaddafi and the police.
Yafufula was a name that a lot of people have thrown back in our faces that we were derelict in doing things. Yafufula was interviewed the night of the shooting. Yafufula gave a statement. People say we never interviewed him. He was interviewed. And the big thing is everybody says that he said he could identify the shooter. No, he did not. He never said that to us. He said he might be able to identify the driver. That is what he said. We tried to re-interview him. The problem was, this is a big country. People go wherever, we don't have tracking devices on them. So we have to depend on people that we know we can get in touch with to try and reach out to them.
Now listen to what he says next. He is talking about Malcolm Green, whose stage name is EDI, who is another one of the outlaws that was riding in the car behind Tupac when he got shot.
Malcolm Green said he could identify the shooter. We finally tracked him down to set up a re-interview, and he says, I'm not going to look at any photos because I can't identify him. Yeah, we got beat up in the LA Times over that. And I'm thinking, okay, put up or shut up, Ace.
So if what Brent Becker is saying is true, then this would mean that someone threatened EDI to not go along with identifying who the shooter was when he told police before that he could. Think about it. Why would EDI give up on telling the cops who shot Tupac? He was one of his best friends. Yaki Gaddafi took Tupac's death very hard. It is entirely possible that EDI shared this information with the entire outlaws, and Yaki did not want to pretend he didn't know who killed Tupac. So during those 2 months, he probably was thinking and deciding what he was going to do, and decided he was going to expose it, and the government found out and killed him for it. If there was more proof surrounding Yaki's death to suggest something else, then I would believe it. Besides this theory, there are other completely different stories about his death that contradict each other and are based on nothing compared to this. So my best assumption from the information we have was that he was killed by the government for wanting to expose information about who shot Tupac, assuming it was whatever information EDI had and was going to tell the police before he suspiciously changed his mind. Clue number 5, lyrics. Tupac's lyrics expose a lot. You would be surprised at how many don't notice or understand what he's talking about. After viewing my previous points, you are now able to understand every word Tupac was saying in his songs and see right away what he was talking about. You might be surprised. I have a lot of examples, so sit back, enjoy the music, and pay attention to these lyrics, and you can tell he was talking about the government. Now, this is not out of one song, so don't expect it all to rhyme.
These days, motherfuckers better watch they back and take it easy. I'm living in the danger zone and learning lessons from the game. And some niggas was gone when the frame was on. I'm getting threatened in balls daily. They're ghetto in the. But if we good, it's a hood thing. And now I'm like a major threat, cause I'll remind you of the things you were made to forget. When you know it, to all my boys, they let the race. Steal me till they kill me. I love it when they fear me. Holler if you hear me. The essence of power is in the people. In politics we address always the difference. Politicians are hypocrites. They don't want to listen. If I'm insane, now I'm the last motherfucker breathe. Woke up with 50 enemies plotting my death. All 50 seeing visions of me shot in the chest. Couldn't rest, nah, nigga, I was stressed. Had me creeping round corners, homie sleeping in my vest. Shit, I'm like a hostage. This wicked land underhanded hits of land. These scams are plotted over grams of rocks, and undercover agents die by the random shot. Scams are plotted over grams of rock. Outlaws, motherfuckers die by the random shot. Go through my mind, I get sweaty. They act like consequences of crime, but forget it, cause one day they accept it. Say no to drugs, but the government's kept it. Running through our community, killing the unity. The war on drugs is a war on you and me. And yet, they say this is the home of the free. You ask me, it's all about hypocrisy. The Constitution, there it is.
you should be scared. You should be